오케이. 오, 컨디션 좋아.
Good morning, Arthur.
야,
Morning. Gotta stay away from that whisk.
위스키 마셨냐 어제? 일찍 자야지.
Any leads? I'm working on something. How's it going with you?
Doing good.
Glad to hear.
돈통은 어디 있지? 돈통 집 안에 있구나. 오케이. 캠프의 기본기. 엉클 인사 안 해. 망할 영감택죠. 뭐지? 건물 바뀐가? 돈통 어디 있어? 여긴가요? 어? 뭐지? 돈통 여기 난로 안에 숨겨놨나요? 기부 어떻게 해? 아이 이거 좀 치워라. 야 먹다 남은 그릇 빈 그릇 좀. 위층인가 보다. 위층으로 올라갑시다. 저 온도 안 나오나? 아 잘못 눌렀다. 이게 아닌데. 담배 카드. 하모니카랑 책. 아침반 확장. 뭐지? 날씨 보는 거 뭐였더라? 안 되지 참.
Arthur?
아이.
Sorry, you alright?
여긴가 보다. 아 여기네. 아 근처에 이렇게 의자가 많아. 줄만한 아이템이. 장부.
How are you, Lenny?
Hey.
오. 트렐러니가 현금을 기부했네. 7달러? 다 나야 다 나. 이런. 이건 업그레이드 할까? 아니야. 캠프 돈 모아서 캠프 업그레이드 한번 할까? 가죽 가구도. 이거 합시다. 내 돈을 써서라도. 내 가방 업그레이드 할 수 있대. 그리고 닭장. 오 이것도 할까요? 돈 이제 막 팍팍 쓰자. 닭장도 하나 업그레이드 하고. 캠프 버튼 필요 없어. 이거 텐트 업그레이드. 돈 많이 쓴다. 됐어요. 누구 자니?
Hello.
아, 엉클.
Sure is nice seeing the kid back around.
I don't know if I could have gone on much longer.
All in the past now. You okay, boy?
이 엉덩이.
Hey, boy.
귀여운. 굿보이. 귀여워. 케인.
Morning, Arthur.
피어스는 어딨지?
I feel like death.
피어슨 대단하잖아. 오.
Hey.
말도 안 하고. 호호.
I'm very into my crafting at the moment, Mr. Morgan. I'm very happy to make you something if you bring me the right materials.
The haze was red like a lapse.
그거 업그레이드 하고 싶은데.
Yeah, I broke my knob, sir. What?
Appreciate it, Pearson. My table awaits your offerings, Mr. Morgan.
I will. Sure. Might as well make some money off it.
Many thanks, Mr. Morgan.
You ever think about going back to Mexico?
누구한테 가지 이제? 메리베스? 호재야? 호재한테 갈까? 지금 몇 도냐고.
I'd like to go there one.
온도를 알려주는 기능이 뭐지? 아, 돈이
Hosea?
Hey, Arthur.
Come on!
도그만 철장.
We're gonna make it to this party. We sure as shit better clean up a little.
So we're doing this?
Oh, yeah. Old friend Dutch Van der Linde's finally showing his true colors. Social climbing.
Old Senor Bronte, that horrendous snake, has invited us to the ball, Cinderella. So my suggestion is we go and get you a gown.
You son of a bitch.
We are ridiculous. Utterly.
I ain't never been to a ball in my life.
Nor have I, if
엄마도
I
좀
am
밟을
being
거야.
honest.
I used to quite often. There could be fine pickings.
No pickpocketing. We are here to make real contact.
What kind of contact?
Well, I don't know. We'll find what we can. All I know for sure is we are going to a party at the mayor's house, and the guest of honor is the worst crook in town. I'm sure that we will find something.
Okay.
Gentlemen, Luca, I'm afraid the mayor does not allow guns at official functions after last year's incident. Luca here will take you to Mr. Bronte. I believe he is expecting you.
Follow me, gentlemen.
따라해.
This way, please, gentlemen.
아우, 아서 멋있다.
Senior Bronte will be so pleased that you made it.
We are honored to be here.
That's wonderful, wonderful. Come this way. What a beautiful evening it shall be. Mr. Bronte is a very good friends with the mayor. Good evening, Pierre.
Senor Napoli?
As long as the mayor behaves himself, you know. Mr. Bronte, he has that thing, you know, respect.
Say, Bill, you join the party. We'll meet you out back after we pay our respects to Senor Bronte.
Come.
We'll meet you out in the balcony when you're done.
Evening, mister.
수영한테 하라고?
Good evening, friend.
아, 나는 쫓아가야 돼? 에이, 진짜. 인사로 가기 싫은데.
Ah, the angry cowboys who arrived. And you've washed per la prima volta questo mese, senza dubbio.
This is quite a party you've invited us to.
Yes, quite something. Although I'm not quite sure what.
So, this is Saint Denis High
아,
Society.
비아냥거리네.
Yes, apparently so.
And all these people, these are friends of yours, Senor Bronte?
No, not quite, not quite. But they certainly are afraid of me. Like that one. See that wretch? He's the mayor. Henri Lemieux.
유령?
He'll do anything for $1, and I mean anything.
Politics is a foul business.
Yes. Oh, and that one too. That is Alberto Fusar. He
유령?
owns a sugar plantation out on the island.
어우,
And
이씨.
he comes here to whore and despoil himself. Oh, and that is Hobart
유령?
Crowley.
그만!
A Confederate major in the war.
이분들 얼굴 하나도 안 보여주면 어떡해.
This is his very young wife. I mean, a young mistress, that's the natural order of things, yes, but a young wife is unseemly. Oh, the Redskins. I have no sympathy for them, because whoever is stupid enough to get tricked by the Americans, no, they get what they deserve, huh? Yes, and a letter to the mayor. Oh, yeah, that'll save you. And that is Hector Fellows, this self-righteous newspaper man.
Hector?
Maybe you will kill him for me one day.
Well, we're not paid killers as such, not in cold blood anyway.
I did not know you were so particular that you wouldn't help a friend.
Oh, I'm willing to help in any way I can, within reason.
I'm going to pretend to understand what that means.
I meant no offense, sir.
None taken. None taken. All these vulgar people, they hate me. Non vedo l'ora di guardarti morire.
Well, it has been wonderful conversing with you, but I can tell that you
방송
are very
보면서
busy, and I
방송하기
won't waste
개꿀.
any more of your time.
Yes. Go enjoy yourselves and mingle with this vulgar
어,
scum.
조금 감사합니다.
You long for the days when you could shoot each other and screw cows out on the open range.
Those sure were the days. Good day, gentlemen.
Good day to you. But before you go, what exactly are your plans here?
Well, we've not made any. Well, we are going to need some money.
Money, yes, of course. But there's money at the trolley station. They keep a lot of cash there in the day. Now, I could not involve myself in such matters. But you, as a guest, yes, as my guest, bah, do it, huh? Okay, good day, gentlemen.
Goodbye.
Ok, ragazzi, adesso il vino buono.
죄송한 새끼들이야.
I'll show you to the party, gentlemen, if you'll kindly follow me.
뭐지? 저 방은? 저 방은 뭐죠? 이 방 뭔데 황급하게 장구네? 돈 있나 저 안에?
Gentlemen, enjoy your evening and welcome once again to Saint Denis. Ciao, ciao.
수고해.
Gentlemen,
Let's go ingratiate ourselves.
Either.
Okay. Go find the mayor if you can and stay out of trouble. And steal nothing unless it's information. Of course. Jose, you go find us someplace to rob. Bill, go make us some new friends. I'm gonna find out if old Cornwall was.
빌한테 아군을 만들라는 걸 시키다니. 저 얼굴, 얼마 앞이 험악하게 생겼는데. 다들 나한테 관심이 없어.
The war? The war was 30 years ago. I was just a boy. And since then we have fought more wars.
Well, hello, gentlemen. Featherstone Chambers. Pleased to meet you.
Heston James.
What a beautiful evening.
You're walking away from history. You fool. Women and men both deserve to decide the future. This is meant to be the land of liberty, but somehow I am not.
Sounding good, fellas. You
Look me in the eye and tell me in all honesty that I
시장이
am
어디
not
있을까?
and delightful in that French sort of way. You're not. And you're bouncing your head.
Would you like some champagne?
Of course. Thank you, sir.
You are quite the gentleman. Clearly not from this swampy hellhole.
Thank you. Thank you.
Ladies, I'll see you next week.
I will not deny it simply because of fashion.
I'm intrigued, sir, to hear your argument.
How was the show? I heard you went. Outrageous. These dancers. Well, I mean, if that's French culture for you, sign me up for French.
퍼디넨?
Hope you're having a fine evening.
Mr. Mayor.
뭐지 링컨 닮은 아저씨는?
Lemieux, this intellectual here was just
Je salute. Good evening, ladies.
Sir.
Evening, ladies.
How do you do?
Always nice to see a smile.
Why, hello.
Well, take care now.
Why, hello.
누구야? 저기 있다. 아까 망구만 아니고.
Hello, mister. It is not.
저기 봤구만. 링컨 닮은 저 사람이 시장인가요?
American problem.
It ain't complex, Lemieux. And only an idiot like you, buddy, would try to make it so.
I will not deny idiocy, sir, but perhaps now is not the time.
Typical pansy.
You are drunk, Ferdinand.
I'm not drunk, you fool. But this man loves darkies.
Hey, you are pretty drunk. Yeah, hey, what say you and me cool off?
Hello there. Get your hands off me.
Come on, sleep it off.
꺼져.
Sit down and calm down. Count to 1,000. Then you can rejoin the party.
Thank you, sir.
My pleasure.
Henri Lemieux. I hope you're enjoying my party.
The mayor.
Allegedly.
That's quite a place you got here.
It's not mine, and the city is horribly in debt, but we can still put on a good show. Do you know Evelyn Miller?
My lord. The writer?
Well, we seem to have another deranged drunkard on our hands.
Shall we?
Oh, my lord, they're fantastic.
Excuse me, pardon. Excuse me, pardon. Monsieur, please. Mr. Cornwall was quite insistent, I'm afraid. He shouted down the telephone for several minutes.
Mr. Cornwall is a horse's ass, and a bad horse.
I'm very sorry, sir.
It's not your fault. I'm a fool for trusting him. I'll come in and sign it in a minute. Let me enjoy the fireworks.
Of course.
Did he say something about Cornwall? Yes. Find out what. Sure.
problems? Everything's fine. We have the place well secured.
Good. Mr. Bronte has a habit of wandering about and reading whatever he likes.
We're watching him and his men like hawks.
Thank you, Mr. Terrapin.
Hey! Is everything taken care of? The telephone, it keeps ringing.
The mayor said he will sign later. Marie! Marie! Find that little reprobate Chip and beat him! I will not have standard slip in this house! Have you lost your mind? I said, have you lost your mind? Come here. Come here. Look at me. Look at me. Who do you think you are? This area is not meant for the likes of you, you know this. Standards in this house are slipping. This is a final warning to you, miss. A final warning. Now get out of my sight.
몰상식하구만. 아까 그 방이다. 아까 그 방을. 그 방 열어보고 있어요. 뭐 하는 거죠? 서랍 안에 뭘 넣었어? 열쇠? 열쇠가 필요 없지, 아서는. 금고도 터는 사람인데 뭐.
Mr. Leviticus Cornwall. Top secret. Extremely confidential. Very interesting.
가자. 못 보네.
Find anything? I think so.
Nothing. This town is a waste of time.
Maybe not. Arthur? Gentlemen, I think we're done here.
What did you find out?
There's plenty of money moves through here, of course, and I think I found out how we can grab some of it. A big bank. Real one, I mean. But not yet.
A city bank?
Maybe. And a stuffed one. If we're gonna leave, that could be the one thing we need.
There's also that trolley car station Senor Bronte told us about, and I heard about a high-stakes poker game.
Come on.
Here comes Lenny.
All right. Let's get in. Go home.
Oh, I ain't never felt so awkward in all my life. All them folk all so pleased with themselves. Oh, high society's pigeon shit. If you ask me, it's more like torture.
Well, that's sort of the point, isn't it? Let the people torture themselves.
Here's them papers I took.
Anybody see you take this?
I don't think so.
I might have an idea. Let me think on it. Interesting times.
I guess. So what's next? Dancing lessons? Deportment?
More along the lines of armed robbery. Hosea is handling reconnaissance on the bank. He and Abigail are gonna run some distractions, see how the law reacts.
Good.
Oh, and I spoke to Evelyn Miller. Fine man. Here helping the Indian chief we saw.
Yeah, I met him too, with the mayor.
He's lobbying officials in Saint Denis on their behalf. Maybe we could help.
Maybe.
Now, I think there's a lot of money on the riverboat. A lot of money. And Trelawney, he's investigating for us. He says to meet him at the Taylor's.
Okay.
One big score down here, Arthur, and we disappear. We are almost heading home.
Where is home?
I don't know. Exactly. But I can smell it. I'm gonna go investigate this trolley thing old Bronte was talking about.
Okay.
My dear Arthur, I hope this letter finds you well. I wanted to thank you for your help with Jamie.
전 여친 편지가
Me and
왔네요.
Daddy are still arguing, but I understand that Jamie is thinking about going back to college. Whatever happens, I believe you saved his life, and we are all truly grateful. Oh, Arthur, I have made such a mess of my life, time and again. Why can I not change and be the woman I want to be? Why couldn't you change and be a man and put down all those fantasies that shroud your judgment? Life is very confusing, and I see now that I am not very good at it. I'm afraid we've got ourselves into another mess. It's not my fault, but I need your help.
또?
I'm staying at the Hotel Grand in Saint Denis. Oh, Arthur, I know it is wrong to
그럼
ask
하지
you,
마.
but I have nobody else, and for what we once had together, I beg of you, even though I am ashamed to do so. Yours, Mary.
이런.
I'm hungry this morning.
You settling back in?
I like it here. Lots of places to explore.
Well, don't explore too far.
대뜸 배고프대. 난 안 고프지롱. 자, 보자. 낯선 사람. 메리 베스. 메리 베스 근처에 있는데? 아, 메리린튼 여기 있네요.
How you keeping?
Never better. That's a lie. That's not so bad.
Hello, Mary Beth.
Oh, how are you, Arthur?
Fine. How are you?
Well, I'm well, I think. It's been quite a run we've had, but we're still alive.
So, no regrets?
Regrets for what?
Oh, for joining this band of maniacs.
If you're a girl without means in this world, life is very scary. You boys cared for me before no one cared for me. Well, life weren't very nice, Arthur. Not after Mama got typhoid, and that was a long time ago.
Sure.
What about you? I heard you ran into that Mary girl.
Yep.
And?
Got me thinking how that all ended. Long time ago now.
What happened?
Well, she didn't love me enough, I guess. Or I wouldn't change.
Huh. Well, she was a fool then, Arthur.
Well, she put a lot of good years in on an outlaw. She definitely was a fool.
In these books, life seems so simple, but in reality, I can't make head nor tail of it.
Mr. Morgan! Mr. Morgan, we have a problem. A real problem. It's Tilly.
What?
She's been taken by them Foreman brothers she used to run with. Come along!
The Foreman brothers? What are they doing here?
Well, I don't know what they've been doing here, but I can tell you what they're going to be doing here. Dying.
Sure. Do we need more guns?
You and I can handle this, Arthur.
Where are we heading?
I'll tell you on the way. Just get going. All right.
깜짝아.
roads, and quick.
미안 레니. 자고 있었어 레니. 마차에서.
Just west of there.
놀래라 씨.
How do you know?
When we first got here, she told me she was worried that our camp was near a safe house that gang she ran with used from time to time.
And you told Dutch?
No. She spoke to me in confidence. I suppose I didn't think it would be a problem.
And now it is.
Oh, yes.
What do they want with her anyway? I think I saw one of the foremans hassling her and Valentine.
Yes, they probably followed us down here. You don't know what happened? She killed one of them, for good reason, but clearly they don't see it that way.
Tilly?
Yes. Young Tilly Jackson isn't as sweet and innocent as you might think. But like I say, she was defending herself. She fled and fell in with us right after that. I just hope we can get to her in time.
It's not too far.
If they've touched a single hair on that girl's head, I'll eviscerate the sons of bitches.
See? You do care, Miss Grimshaw.
Of course I care. About all of you fools. Some just require a firmer hand than others. You especially.
Thank you.
I swear half of you would just rot in your own filth if nobody kept you in check. Anyway, talking of folks disappearing, have you seen that boy Kieran since the party for Jack? Okay, I think that's the place up ahead.
I think there's a guard.
I'll deal with him.
Whoa! Whoa! What you want?
Kind sir, we're lost and in need of some help.
Now get out of here!
Oh, I see that kindly face of yours, and I know that for the right inducement, a gentleman such as yourself could be mighty kind.
Now get out of here!
Oh, now you keep... You don't mean nothing by it.
I said...
You said your last word.
오.
Wait for
오 뭐야?
and find our girl.
대단해. 대단해요. 자물쇠 부술까?
Quick, Arthur! They probably heard us.
They won't even recognize your cord.
보세요. 또 어딨죠? 잠깐만. 왜 총은 갑자기 장전이 안 되는 거야? 잠깐만요. 더 있을 수도 있어. 뭐지? 그 무기가 버그가 좀 있어. 확실히. 다 죽었나? 오케이.
Okay, Miss Tilly. Now, let's get you out of here.
I thought there was...
멍든 것 봐.
Yeah, it don't matter what you thought. It's okay. All right, let's go.
Oh, come along, miss. Thank you, both of you.
What happened?
It was Anthony Foreman. He thinks he owns me.
I remember. Where is he?
He went out hunting or something. There were 5 of them, I think.
Well, we killed those fellas there.
There they are.
Come on.
Tilly, grab that gun. Anyone approaches, shoot them.
Oh, don't worry. I'll be just fine. Now catch that bastard. The one in front of the ball. Bring him back.
새로운 말이다.
All right, get after them. There, straight ahead. I saw him go through those bushes. We're coming for you, you bastards! They're heading down the hill to the water. Whoa, nice shot.
당연하죠.
Come on.
You picked the wrong girl.
와, 뭐야 이게? 나만? 오이씨. 오우. GTA식 물리 엔진.
We can't let these animals get away. Let's finish these scum. All right, I think that last one's the boss. Lasso him and we'll take him back to Tilly. Go on, rope that bastard.
물감이로 잡으라고? 오케이.
Don't kill him yet. I want Tilly to have the last word on this bastard.
You don't know who you're dealing with.
Don't let him get
됐다.
away.
한 번 더. 그렇지.
That's it. Now make sure you tie him up real good.
Get this off of me.
Go on, truss him up. What are you waiting
Make these nice and tight.
All right, you bring that bastard back to Tilly so we can all have a nice little chat. I'm gonna head over there now to check she's okay.
With pleasure.
I'll take his horse. He won't be needing it no more.
Now the fun starts. Okay.
얼룩말
Do you
같아.
have the first idea what you're getting into?
잘맛이 아니냐?
I'm Anthony Foreman.
어쩌라고.
Well, thanks for the introduction, Anthony. Is that Foreman with an A? I want the Undertaker to spell it right.
Funny bastard. Who are you running with?
She didn't tell you?
She didn't tell me nothing. This rope is cutting into me.
Don't feel so good when you're the one tied up, does it?
She killed my goddamn cousin.
Oh, don't worry. You'll be seeing him soon enough.
What are you gonna do with me?
I ain't sure yet. Reckon I'll let Tilly decide what you deserve.
You're wasting your time with that girl. She's a liar. She'll screw you over like she did me. I should have shot the bitch yesterday like I said I would.
You just shut your mouth now, Anthony. I've heard enough.
Son of
Shut
a...
the hell up.
어디 옥질이야, 이 자식아.
Son of a bitch.
Here's your man.
Bring him here. Dump him on the ground here. I want to get a good look at this monster.
So he's still alive then?
Yes.
You see this girl? You leave her alone.
She killed my cousin.
Your goddamn cousin had it coming, Anthony Foreman.
I don't care if she shot your daddy and cooked your mama for breakfast. She's mine. She ate yours.
You know, a friend of mine, he always says, revenge is a fool's game. Now, you want all your boys dead? She had her reasons.
We was family, Tilly Jackson.
You Foreman boys ain't no kind of family I want.
Kill him, Arthur!
You want that?
I want him to go away and tell the remaining of his cousins and the clowns he rides with to leave me alone.
Now, you think you can do that, Anthony? Or should I slit your throat and just save us all the bother? I'll leave you alone. History is done.
History is never done. It's your call, Arthur. But I'd slit his throat. Go on.
살려주라고 했으니까
Let's get you home.
당사자 선택을 맡겨야지.
Yeah.
Now get out of here.
총을 조준, 뒤로, 닫기, 뒤집기. 총 못 버리나? 파밍. 즐거운 파밍 시간. 또 먹을 게 사과도 있고요. 또 연어통 조림. 또 뭐 있나? 옷 갈아입어야겠네요. 더운 상태래. 여기 또 없구나. 커피가루, 크래커. 기적의 강장제 꽉 찼나보다. 못 가져가는 겁니까? 가방 업그레이드 하면 더 많이 들 수 있나? 가방 업그레이드 좀 해야겠는데? 사냥을 좀 해야 돼. 그러면 사냥을 너무 안 해서 메인 퀘스트만 진행하고. 돈이다. 돈이 있어요. 바로 옆에. 동전지갑, 돈뭉치, 보석. 잔장 안에 아무것도 없나 본데? 아무것도 없고. 강력 엉터리약은 뭐야? 라이플, 리볼버. 오, 강중류 좋고요. 이 장갑은 못 챙기나? 괴짝이다. 샷건 탄약. 끝인가? 파밍 끝? 끝. 가볼까? 아까 여기 시체 내가 헤드샷 썼는데 샷건으로 대가리가 없어요. 샷건 개 무서워. 대가리가 없어졌어. 개쩐다. 담배 한 대 필까요? 이 말 타고 가겠다. 말이 너무 멀리 있대. 이 달마시안 타고 가야 되네. 아, 이 말에는 갈아입을 수는 옷이 없다. 그렇다면 일단은 마을로 돌아가서 마을에 놨어. 뭐야, 말을 바꿔와야 돼. 옷도 갈아입어야 되고. 응? 뭐지? 빨간 점 있었는데 방금? 뭐냐? 버그냐? 더워하고 있어 나. 더워. 옷 갈아입어야 돼. 다 왔다. 은행공도 할 수 있네. 엘리자베스를 회수합시다. 엘리자베스 타고 다녀야지. 그리고 그래서 옷 갈아입어야 돼. 옷 갈아입을 필요 없이 낯선 사람한테 가봅시다. 옷은 말에서 갈아입고.
Long time, girl.
오랜만이야.
You alright, girl?
옷 갈아입자. 더우니까. 더운 것 같다. 왜 말고 4번인가? 오케이, 됐다. 가자. 아민트 라이플 총알이 하나도 없네. 왜 없지? 롤링블루, 희귀한 롤링블루, 더블 배럴, 플렉시 8.
Yeah, you good, girl?
깜짝아. SA인 뭐야? 새로 생겼는데? 아닌가? 아, 마을에 있던 애구나. 세이디 애들러. 27도나 돼? 엄청 덥구나. 남부인가 본데 여기.
Hey there, mister.
Excuse me.
뭐죠?
Hey, do I know you?
Mr. I believe we've met.
We have?
At that ghastly party.
Oh, Evelyn Miller.
Unfortunately so, Mr.
Arthur Morgan, at least sometimes.
Can I say something rude?
Sure.
The mayor thinks you robbed him. To be clear, he wasn't very upset about it. He rather liked you.
Okay.
Do you, well, I mean to say, can you steal things?
Is there a reason you're asking me to incriminate myself, Mr. Miller?
Well, I'm sorry. Have you met? This is Rains Fall, a great chief, and his son, Eagle Flies.
Gentlemen?
Yeah, we saw you in the wagon train, crossing the river at Cumberland Falls. And at the party, you were upstairs.
You have great powers of observation.
Yes, my people, if we are even a people anymore. We've fought hard. We've made peace treaties, and those treaties were broken. And we've been moved and punished and moved.
I'm sure.
And now I am told we are to be moved again.
Clearly contravening the peace treaty signed 3 years ago.
This will lead to war.
No, my son, it will not. We cannot fight another war. They have got stronger, and we have become far weaker, Mr. Morgan.
It's a bad business.
It's to do with oil. I know it is, but I need the proof. I believe there were some prospectors who were on their land a few months ago who have filed reports with Leviticus Cornwall and the state government claiming huge reserves of oil under their land.
So, you want me to try and steal it?
Obviously they can't. And even more obviously, I would be useless. Listen, I realize that it is a ridiculous request, but we're very desperate.
Now, I'm not a do-gooder, Mr. Miller. Gentlemen, I'm very sorry for your predicament, but I'm a working man. I got problems of my own.
We will pay you very handsomely, Mr. Morgan.
How much?
I told you, they're all mercenaries.
There's a price on my head in 2 states, my friend. The government doesn't like me any more than it does you. Like you, I've been running for as long as I can remember. And like you, my time here is nigh undone.
We understand, and we will pay.
Thank you.
You meet my son in a couple of days near Citadel Rock, just west of the oil fields.
Okay.
We are very grateful for your help.
Gentlemen, that appointment with the senator. We should head over there.
It's a waste of our time. And his.
We must try everything. Come along.
Hello, Mr. Miller. The counselor wants to apologize. He can see you now.
We've been waiting I don't know how long.
Or next month, if you'd like to reschedule.
Come. Perhaps the senator won't mind waiting.
오케이. 그리고 미용실 이용 못하네. 선생님 때문에 그런가? 머리하러 가고 싶었는데요. 아쉽고. 양복점도 이용 못하고. 신문 판매. 이용할 수 있는 데가 없어. 여기 나갑시다.
Bonjour, monsieur.
보자, 엘리자베스.
Okay, my girl. Hello.
Excuse me, sir. Can I bother you for a minute of your time?
뭐죠?
Can I tell you a little about what we're doing here?
Sure.
Less than a minute, I promise. We're trying to raise money to build an expansion to the Quincy Harris Memorial Hall, a shelter for homeless veterans and their families. Can you help? A donation of $20 would put us well on our way.
$20나? $20? $20 값어치를 하려나? 줘볼까요?
$20 ain't no chicken feed, but sure, I can help you out.
That's very kind. What is your name, sir?
Arthur Morgan.
Your donation will be acknowledged on a founder's plaque when the building is completed. You have a great day, Mr. Morgan.
이게 다야? 에라이. 좋은 정보를 줄 줄 알았더만. 뭐 $20 정도야 뭐. 돈 많으니까. 여기 들어간 입구 어디지?
Won't you support our veterans and their families? Think of what they sacrificed for everybody.
잘 있어 여기.
I'm sorry, girl.
들어갔다 옵시다.
Please find it in your heart to give to those who gave everything. Your donation will greatly improve the lives of our nation's.
Ah, there you are, dear boy.
Yes, here I am.
Well, we're going to need to get you smartened up a bit.
Why?
Well, you can't play at the tables on a Lannahechee riverboat looking like this.
You can't?
Not if you want to fit in so well that no one will realize you're there to rob the place. Now, come on.
Are we still doing that?
Of course. We're going to fix you up so fine no one will notice a thing.
Hello, can I help you, gentlemen?
Yes, my friend here is in need of a new suit. We are playing on the riverboat this evening.
볼까요? 슈트 한 벌.
This gentleman look like the
Meet
duke he
more.
really is. It was the English's fault his grandfather had to emigrate. A bitter and jealous people.
뭐야 이게
You
다야?
can see the aristocrat in his
까지밖에
profile.
없어요? 오 이쁜데? 여름용. 공짜네요. 예. 다음에는 다른 것도 살 수 있겠지? 머리도 하고 싶은데. 가는구나. 야 머리도 하고 좋아.
Herr Strauss has scoped the whole thing out. It's quite ingenious, actually.
What is?
The action he has planned. Indeed, it's not much of an action at all. You play cards and win. And you're going to bet very big and flamboyantly while you win. And everyone's going to think you're some new money from the oil fields come to lay it on thick and drunk. All the while, Herr Strauss will be signaling you in your line of sight. When you bust the place, they'll take you upstairs to pay you off. And that is when Javier comes in, and you take whatever you want.
You don't think they might see an armed Mexican coming into the safe with me?
Sure, they might, but perhaps not. You will see.
The suspense is killing me.
Oh, don't be so jaded. We both know this is just the kind of innocent fun you thrive on.
Well, after the past couple of months, armed robbery don't seem such an innocent pastime.
No, but we, you, all of us, will be done here soon.
I hope so.
Come on.
이발소.
My good man, could you smarten up my dear hick friend here? This unlikely fellow has made himself a fortune in the oil fields and learned himself not a lick of manners or gentlemanly deportment.
그냥 다듬을 수가 있고.
Well, very good, sir. No, it's
야,
not good.
트라켓차도 멋있다.
Not if they're going to let him play big at the tables tonight.
난 지금 긴 머리 마음에 드는데요. 스타일만 바꿔볼까? 포마드가 있고 왼쪽 가르마.
Make him look
가운데
like a
가르마.
prince, sir.
가운데 가르마 페이드, 오른쪽 가르마 페이드, 뒤로 넘긴 머리. 오, 멋있어. 뒤로 넘긴 머리 페이드, 짧게 깎은 머리, 대머리. 뭐가 좋을까? 가르마 탄 것도 멋있다. 가르마를 가운데 가르마보다는 지금 오른쪽 가르마 상태인데 뒤로 넘긴 머리 할까요? 세 보이는데? 뒤로 넘긴 머리. 포마드까지 바를까? 오케이. 오, 뒤로 넘긴 포마드 머리 멋있어. 잘생겼다. 수염? 수염도 여러 가지가 되네. 여기서는. 오, 이렇게 깎을 수 있네. 집에서는 안 되는데 미용실에선 가능하군요. 얘네들은 지금 머리가 짧아서 안 되나 보다. 완전히 깎을 수 있어. 다른 사람 같아. 어색해. 전체 스타일이었고, 코스염 스타일. 코스염도 다듬을 수가 있구나. 이렇게 턱수염. 저건 뭐야? 투컬레 턱수염. 브랜나루 스타일. 이렇게 할까요? 이렇게 하고, 턱수염은 지금 너무 짧아갖고 됐어. 콜. Yeah.
There, very smart.
오.
Come on, let's get to the docks.
잘생겼어.
I've arranged some transportation.
자주 이용하지.
Hope you have a successful evening, gentlemen.
George, to the Grand Corrigan, please.
Grand Corrigan, sir.
Well, look at you. From Toad to Prince.
Yeah, this is a bit much, ain't it? The coach?
We can't whinny up there on horses like a bunch of countrified yokels. You're a brash oil man. Money to burn. Which reminds me, no shuffling and mumbling. Puff your chest out. Get outside yourself.
Yeah, all right. This ain't happening. So, who's a mark? Is he all right, by the way, the driver?
Oh, yes. Don't worry. George and I go way back. It's a man called Desmond Blythe. Made a fortune in hosiery of all things. Likes to play fast and always keeps some extra collateral in the safe upstairs.
So, if Strauss is sitting behind him, how does he know what cards I got?
He won't. But the dealer has recently become a very good friend of mine.
Another one.
Don't worry, Arthur. We're all the authors of our good fortune. He'll make sure you get the right cards.
What could possibly go wrong?
Indeed.
And what money am I playing with?
That has all been arranged. Your chips will be waiting for you. Ah, there she is. Come on.
Okay.
Arthur, leave any weaponry here. They'll search us when we get on. George, we'll collect these from you later.
Very good, sir.
Thank you, George.
Good luck, sir.
Now remember what I said, Arthur. Everyone is the author of his own good fortune.
Yes, believe me, I heard every word.
Watch Strauss, listen to the dealer, and this should be a very lucky night. Hey there. There they are.
Gentlemen, how wonderful to see you. Arthur, you remember this pair of boys we met in New York?
Javier.
Champagne is on dear old Arthur. He's rich as can be and feeling luckier than a turkey that survived Thanksgiving.
Hello, gentlemen.
Hello, dear boy. Come on, let's head aboard. Drinks on Arthur. Champagne.
I'm afraid we require all patrons to hand over their guns.
Good time. The tables await.
I'll go find myself a change of clothes.
Okay.
You seem unsure.
Robbing a heavily armed riverboat without a gun tends to bring out the self-doubt in me.
These people are virtually idiots. This is simple stuff. Now have a good time, but don't lose too much money or your wife is going to kill me.
Whatever you say.
Now where can I get a cocktail?
그 테이블로 가봅시다. 짜고 치는 도박이라 재밌구만.
Take a seat, sir.
Good evening, gentlemen. Arthur Callahan. Sorry I'm late. I had some unfinished business at the bar.
Desmond Blythe. Evening.
Not to worry. Welcome to the game, Mr. Callahan. Okay, gentlemen, let's play.
I hope you're a player. Been too many cowards at these tables recently. Nothing less dignified than a man afraid to lose a little money.
Look at this. Chips already stacked up waiting for me.
오, 패 좋다. 진짜 좋게 주네.
We aim to please, sir.
So, how are we all fared?
Some better than others.
If we all fared the same in life now, where would the fun be?
Quiet.
Wait, not Desmond Blythe, the hosiery king. I should have brought my other wallet.
Not my preferred title, but yes, you should have.
Yo.
Okay, sorry, boys, I'm taking it all.
We'll see about that.
To hell with it.
오이씨. 폴더라는 신을 보냈다고요? 오케이. 아, 레이저 했는데.
I'm out. Think I'll wait for this seat to warm up a bit.
I thought as much. Maybe you should have another drink, Mr. Callahan.
Here we go then.
헐, 앞으로 다 올인했어. 와, 트리플 퀸.
Hello, my ladies. Damn it.
와우.
Mr. Blythe wins with 3 queens.
Goodbye, gentlemen. I guess it's just you and me now, friend.
Yes, it is.
Time to see if you're really the man you seem to think you are.
Likewise, Mr. Blythe.
So, what business are you in, Mr. Callahan?
I'm an oil man, for my sins.
Funny, I haven't heard of you.
Oh, you will. You know, I thought about getting into hosiery, but I just look better in a suit.
올려야죠.
I would stick to oil, Mr. Callahan. I don't think you have a future on the stage.
이 정도 받겠지. 돈 많은 사람들이니까. 오, 30 불러 더? 헐. 야, 판돈이 벌써 $160야. 아직은 내가.
Okay, Mr. Callahan, I'm all in.
폴더라는 소리를 안 했으니까 콜하면 되겠죠? 계속 배팅하라고? 콜.
I'm gonna call. Interesting. They're cowgirls.
잭. 어우, 큰일 날 뻔했네. 스트레이트 되는 줄 알았네.
Shit. Shit. I guess my luck held. Is that you done?
Done?
Bust. Or, you got something else to play with.
Meaning?
Well, I heard there was some big boys on this boat. Maybe that's not you. No offense.
Sit your hillbilly ass down.
Why?
I got a watch.
Look at you.
An expensive one. Real fine. Swiss. A Reutlinger, no
오,
less.
스위스산
It's in
시계.
the safe upstairs. It's worth more than you.
Okay. I trust you.
Now play.
As you wish.
So, you must know Leviticus Cornwall, big oil man like you.
Of course, we've crossed paths. I was fortunate enough to tour a little operation heads up in New Hanover.
와우.
Let's not waste any more time here.
어린?
All in.
뭔데
Don't worry,
올인하는
sir.
거야?
Everyone is the author of his own good fortune.
끄덕끄덕거리는 거 보니까
Your action, Mr.
올인하라고?
Callahan.
이렇게 all in.
Well, nothing ventured, nothing gained.
킹 원 페어.
Very good,
어?
but not good enough.
잠깐만요. 킹 안 뜨면 진다. 어? 잠깐만요.
Uh-oh. Yes, you little beauty.
Hard lines, Mr. Blythe. Mr. Callahan wins with an ace-high diamond flush.
God damn you!
Flush.
No offense.
None taken.
Well played, sir. Unlucky, Desmond.
Now, forgive my lack of discretion, but, where might I find this watch?
It's upstairs. Shall we go and have a look?
Why not?
Gentlemen.
딜러가 내 편이니까 이건 뭐.
I started last week.
Good. Sure. Perhaps you could escort us up to the office.
하비에르?
Yes, of course, sir.
Thank you.
Follow me, gentlemen.
Come with me, sir. You're having quite the night.
Yeah, so far.
I cannot believe someone gave a greaser a job.
We live in strange times.
Personally, I wouldn't trust one with a gun, but fear not. I've got my own little lawgiver right here.
보안관 있어?
Very good.
Next, we'll be hiring Negroes.
I know.
I think you're going to like this watch, sir. I saw it earlier, and it really is a handsome piece. Foreign made, but you can't have everything.
Indeed.
Well, here we are. Just give me 1 second, sir.
Of course, take your time.
Yeah.
Don't reach for that gun.
Take his gun, Arthur.
스코필드 리볼버를 드디어.
I guess you were right. Only an idiot would give a greaser a gun.
멍청이.
Idiot, huh?
새끼야. 총이 한 절 더 있었구나.
Shit, let's hope no one heard that. Quick, clear the safe. Let's get out of here. Can't believe that asshole had another gun.
You in here is looking pretty good.
How much is there?
감히 내 친구를 욕해?
Plus the watch.
Nice. Now let's get out of here. Come on. Let's go meet the others.
Sure.
스코필드 리볼버를 공짜로 놨네. 상당히 좋은 총이긴 해 이게. 디자인이 마음에 안 들기라서 그렇지. 뒤질 거 없나요? 없네요. 뒤질 거 없나요? 여기 더 뒤질 거. 저 총 못 먹나요? 못 먹게 돼 있어. 스토리 중에는 조금 자유도가 떨어져. 아쉽게도.
I reckon we've only got a few minutes to get out of here.
If we're lucky.
Was that a gunshot? It sounded like one. Come on. And how exactly are we getting out of here?
I ain't too sure. This is what tends to happen when you leave Trelawney in charge of planning.
형 오랜만에 합방하지 않을래?
네, 합방이요? 뭘로 합방을 하자는 거죠? 아무튼 추천원 감사합니다. 무슨 합방이요?
Anyway, we shouldn't give ourselves away till we know we need to. Maybe we could still blend into the crowd when it all goes crazy.
Which it surely will. To the bar, senor!
I hope you had fun, sir.
At the time of my life. You boys sure know how to put on a show.
That's wonderful. Ah, look, there's your friend.
He's not a no good cheat, and I beg you to take back the insinuation.
스팀 상점 뒤져서 아무거나 가져오면 해주는 거야, 형?
Don't be a sore loser, friend.
네?
Something I don't like about
뭐라고요?
the pair of you.
There's plenty I don't like about you, but I have the good manners to keep my mouth shut.
There he is! Shoot that man! Come on, Arthur! We gotta get out of here!
헤드샷.
Hijo de puta!
We need to get out of here.
Oh, how do you suggest?
I don't know. This ain't my show. Silly me. I clean forgot to bring my gun to...
Oh! Put a bullet in that bastard!
아야 아파. 아 또.
What are you doing back there? Come on! Damn it! We gotta go! Come on!
어디로 갈 거야? 어씨. 아파. 가자.
Arthur, come on!
우. 도대체 무슨 게임을 하자는 겁니까? 저 이거 하고 인코딩 해야 돼요. 잠 언제 자라고.
Never a dull moment.
Yeah, that's one way of putting it.
So, how much did we get?
A few thousand, I think.
오.
Pretty good.
Yes, indeed.
And this watch, apparently it's worth a bunch. Swiss, a Reutlinger or something.
Nice watch. Yes.
로켓 리그 끌리는데?
뭔 게임인지 몰라.
Back down. All right, come on, let's get out of here.
무슨 게임인지 몰라. 로켓리가 무슨 게임입니까? 나 인코딩 해야 된다니까. 또 이상한 게임 가져와서 하자고 하지 마세요. 또 어서 이상한 게임 보고 와갖고 나보고 하자는 거야 도대체. 아 이렇게 어디 있었구나. 아니 누가 돈 내야래. 저기요 말로 설명해주면 되잖아. 말로 설명 못해요? 이런 식으로 사람을 또 매도하네.
Can you say that wasn't there for you when you went into hiding on the front steps of your porch. And I reflected on the memories, but I put out that torch. Hey!
어디서 많이 본 게임이다. 보고 있잖아. 어서 많이 본 게임이네. 이런 비스무리한 게임 어디서 많이 봤지?
So now can you tell me where you want to be in time? There's a million different places and a million different heights. I'll climb the tallest of the mountains, the highest place I find, so that I can look over and before me what is mine. Can you say that I disappeared? Can you say that I wasn't there for you when you went into hiding on the front steps of your porch? And I reflected on the memories, but I put out that torch. Hey! But I put out that torch. But I put out that torch. Can you say that I disappeared? Can you say that I wasn't there for you when you went into hiding on the front steps of your porch? And I reflected on the memories, but I put out that torch. Can you say that I disappeared? Can you say that I wasn't there for you? Can you say that? That's what I'm looking for.
이거 왜 이렇게 길어? 쓸데없이 길어. 계속 같은 화면 반복인데 이렇게 길어 이거 쓸데없이. 예, 잘 봤고요.
학원 모드라 귀찮아요. 자동차로 축구하는 게임.
Who's that? Just me. Welcome back.
잘 봤습니다. 돈에 감사합니다. 얘들아 좀 비켜봐.
You're a brave girl. Hey, have this.
I thought you'd run off to join the circus.
Huh? Circus? No.
How have you been, Arthur?
자,
Okay.
I was fine.
You seem well, Reverend.
Yes. Well, maybe. I've been okay before, but then I make a
이거
fool of
화면을 이렇게
myself again.
녹화되겠다.
So do I.
Really nice.
I went into town.
They were nice too.
So did I.
Everything was
If
there.
I was still a religious man, I'd say there are too many Catholics there, but I've given up on all that.
Me too, Reverend.
I met a monk.
아저씨 이렇게 말이 많아. 기다려. 나중에.
Let's wait till later.
Okay then.
돈통에 수금하고. 멋쟁이 됐어. 미용실 갔다 왔더니. 와, 150달러짜리 시계네. 이런 거는 기부할 수 없지. 네? 인코딩 하면서 그거 하라고? 안 돼. 저기요. 저기요. 인코딩 하면서 게임하면 뻥나. 아무튼 레디리 오늘 여기까지 하겠습니다.